Welcome back to the Comfort Food Haven. I'm starting a new series called Meals Under $20 with the price of eggs being at record highs, and also we're under inflation in the United States at this present time. We want to save money every way we can and make really good hearty meals for a decent price point. I won't include spices in your seasonings in this price point breakdown, but go ahead and consider the olive oil into this purchase as probably one of the higher ticket items for this. If you have a lemons are super cheap. And then the chicken breast packaging, you can tell from the sticker on there that I have about 4 pounds of chicken. These are leg thigh quarters. I'm going to break down the 4 pieces in there so it expands to 8 pieces. So for a family of 4, you'll have enough servings for everybody. And then I also have 2 potatoes that I have peeled. Well, I'm going to peel it later in the video. I also have a 5-pound bag of rice for our side dish. So let's go ahead and get started. Don't forget to like the video, share the video, and comment below. To start my process, I like to create a vinegar saltwater bath for the chicken to just give it a quick rinse off, get some of that fat out of there, as well as remove that little yellow piece that's always like on a chicken leg sometimes, and then give that a good rinse in some cold water until the water is no longer as cloudy. And then I'm going to later on cut the chicken down into 8 pieces. Grab your lemons and don't forget to scrub them first because we're going to use a little bit of the lemon zest. You want to yield about a couple tablespoons full of the lemon juice as well as 2 tablespoons of your lemon zest. Then you're going to get your olive oil, which I think we used around 1/4 cup of the olive oil. You want some good quality oil, and that's why I said the priciest part of this recipe is using extra virgin olive oil. And then your seasonings, if you don't get them from Aldi, which y'all know I love Aldi, their seasonings are approximately $1 for like your general seasoning. So your garlic powder, your onion powders, your oregano and Italian seasoning. I could have definitely used fresh garlic for this, but I'm going to tell you why I didn't towards the end of the video. So all of this is going into my dish, and we're going to give that a really good whisk after we have everything added in. I also used a little bit of salt-free seasoning, which I purchased from the Dollar Tree because I'm trying to watch my sodium intake. We're also going to ground up some black pepper in there, probably about like a teaspoon or so. And again, get your whisk and go to town and making a really nice thick marinade. I know I talked about the salt-free seasoning, but I ended up adding just a little bit of table salt as well because I found it to be just a little bit bland. Okay, so grabbing our chicken, we're going to cut the leg and thigh quarter at the joint there and just slice it through, holding down the bottom of that leg and part of that thigh. And again, just clean your sink thoroughly when you're done. Get you some Clorox countertop spray, 409 spray. If it's antibacterial spray, even better, to make sure your surfaces are splash free from chicken juices and what have you. That's why I say cleaning chicken, you have to do what you have to do, what you've been taught, culturally. A lot of us, we like to clean our chicken. I'm just saying. Now, back over to the chicken. Now that it's been cleaned and rinsed off, we're going to add the marinade on top. Get it coated as best you can. And then we're going to rub it all in together. And later on, you can refrigerate this. up to an hour. You can even leave it overnight if you prefer. If you're preparing this the night before, that would be just fine. You can even just cook it immediately after you do this. You don't even necessarily have to do the refrigeration step. I just did it this time to ensure that the chicken has enough time to get properly coated with all the wonderful flavorings for this dish. Clean as you go. That's the old adage that my mother taught me. These are fresh gloves, by the way, so I'm not transferring salmonella over to my olive oil and my herbs. And as it turns out, I had some fresh garlic, which I was so bummed out to discover, but never to worry. What I did is I added a couple cloves to this potatoes and the bell peppers. I cooked this chicken initially for 20 minutes covered, took it out of the oven, and then added the potatoes and the peppers so they wouldn't get too soggy. Added a little bit more Italian seasoning, put it back in the oven, uncovered this time, 30 more minutes. So in total, 50 minutes of cooking time approximately. And it yields this wonderful, savory, filling dish, Mediterranean chicken and potatoes. Add some rice to your dish, a green salad, add the pan juices on top of the rice, a little bit more on top of the chicken, and bone apple to the tea, as we always say here at the Comfort Food Haven, where we are on the journey to 1,000 subscribers. Every like, share, engagement, and comment helps us out with the algorithm in suggesting our content for YouTube. So we appreciate you greatly. Thank you, and stay subscribed so you can get more information and more tutorials for simple $20 meals.